Let's be honest, if somebody followed you around all day, watched what you do, and listened to how you talk to yourself, would they describe you as someone that is worth believing in? For a lot of people, the answer to that is no. And if that's the case, it's not necessarily your fault right now, but it is your responsibility to fix. And confidence isn't about waking up one day and suddenly just feeling powerful and just commanding a room whenever you walk into it like people think. Confidence is something that you build day in, day out by the actions that you take. It's built by keeping promises, by rewiring your brain, and by facing the parts of yourself that you keep avoiding. And so let's talk about exactly how to do that step by step. When you look at confidence, the easiest way to think of confidence is believing in yourself. Someone who really, really believes in themselves is someone who has confidence. Now I understand some people are like, I want to be confident so I can walk into a room and I can speak differently. I could command the room and I could walk a certain way and talk a certain way. Yeah, okay, if you want to, but really the real question is, how do I believe in myself so that I can take action? Which is fine if that's what you actually want, is to walk into a room and command it. But if you really want confidence, what you're saying is, I just want to learn how to believe in myself more. And this is a question that I get asked all the time. Like, hey, how do I believe in myself so that I can take action? Like, I don't feel like I have any confidence. How can I believe in myself more so that I can take the action that I need to? And, you know, the thing about it that's really interesting is that when you look at it, you have to think about, if you were watching somebody live the life that you have, would you be like, yeah, that person should believe in themselves? Or are you going, well, based off of everything that they've been doing in the past, I wouldn't believe in them either. Like, how many times, for instance, have you lied to yourself? You know, you tell yourself that you're going to do something and you don't do it. You know, you say you're going to go to the gym and you don't. You say you're going to wake up early and you don't. You say you're going to start your business, and that was 5 years ago. And so I found when I didn't have confidence, the reason why I didn't have confidence was because I didn't trust myself, because I was watching everything that I was doing in the back of my own head. And I was going, well, yeah, I don't trust myself, because how many times I said I'm going to do something and I'm not doing it? Like, how many times I'm just lying to myself over and over and over again. I wouldn't have confidence and trust in myself if I was somebody else. And so really, I sat down and I started thinking about it. Is like, okay, well, I want to trust myself. I want to have confidence in myself. Maybe I should start showing up for myself. There's no book that you can read on confidence. There's no course that you can go through and you magically have 25% more confidence. Confidence comes from how you show up in your life. Confidence comes from doing the hard things in your life. There's literally a part of your brain called the anterior cingulate cortex, which is where they have found your willpower lives. And if you're the type of person who hasn't been doing what you say you're going to do, and you haven't been doing the hard things, there's a pretty good chance your anterior cingulate cortex is really small compared to somebody else who's been working really hard and pushing themselves. Not because they were born differently than you are, but because every time you do something that you don't want to do, you push yourself to do something that is good for you, your anterior cingulate cortex grows. Hey, to the 65.6% of you who watch my videos but are not subscribed, yes, we see it. And if you've ever learned anything from any of the videos I've put out, please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. It helps the channel grow and it helps me keep making more content to help you grow as well. So with that, let's go back to the show. And think about it. When you have to do something and it's hard, you really are doing something out of self-discipline and self-love. Because, you know, you don't have to challenge yourself or, you know, have confidence in yourself or believe in yourself in order to eat an entire tub of ice cream, but you have to challenge yourself to go to the gym. You have to believe in yourself to push yourself to do more hard things. And so when you say you're going to go to the gym 10 times, how many times do you actually go? 2 or 3? And when you don't go, what do you say to yourself? Oh, if you're like most people, it's like, oh, what the are you doing? You're worthless. You look like no wonder why you're still single. And so it's like people say they're going to go to the gym. They don't go to the gym. And then they mentally beat themselves up over and over again for not going to the gym. And then what's even crazier is some people do go to the gym. And when you do go to the gym, you still beat yourself up. Oh, you're not working hard enough. You're still overweight. You still don't look good in a bathing suit. It's like, it's crazy if you actually think about it. Like I always Say like an aggressive dog. If you see an aggressive dog, that dog wasn't born aggressive. It associates things that walk on two legs with two arms as danger. And so it tries to protect itself every time something like that comes around them. So if you talk down to yourself when you don't go to the gym, and you talk down to yourself when you do go to the gym, then you have associated the gym with mentally beating yourself up when you don't go and even when you do go. So of course, like the dog that's aggressive, that's trying to attack somebody that's coming close to it as a way to protect themselves, your brain has associated pain when you don't go to the gym and when you do go to the gym. So of course you're going to avoid that thing, the gym. It's a protection mechanism. You have to learn to not only push yourself, but when you do something that you said you were going to do, to get really good at celebrating yourself. I know it sounds weird, but there's a thing that's called a dopamine reward system. And whenever you celebrate yourself for doing something that's hard or doing something that you said you were going to do and following through on something, your brain releases a little bit of dopamine. And your brain loves dopamine. And when it hates dopamine, guess what it wants more of? Dopamine. So it's more likely to do the action that just gave it dopamine the next time that you want to. Versus beating yourself up, now you're starting to fall in love with the thing that you want. You know, the way I like to think about it is like whenever I open a package, Bear, my dog, always runs to me because his treats come in a package that makes the same noise. He associates that sound of a package to treats. Our brain subconsciously associates good or bad with everything that we do. And so think about that. If I am really nice to myself and I say I'm proud of you and I say, you're doing such a good job every time I go to the gym and I'm getting dopamine for it, I'm probably going to want to start doing it more as well. And so, all right, Rob, well, tell me, how do I start believing in myself and taking action? Here's the deal. Who said that you have to believe in yourself to take action? Who said that it is a prerequisite for that you have to believe in yourself in order to take some sort of action? The beautiful thing about taking action is that you don't have to believe in yourself one bit in order to take action. Like if you're a salesperson, right? You don't have to believe that anybody is going to buy. You just have to talk to enough people and follow your script. And guess what? Eventually someone's going to buy. And I understand salespeople, you have to have conviction. And if you have more conviction, you'll have more sales. I get it. But I'm just saying, if you just follow the script and you talk to enough people, eventually somebody will buy. You don't even have to believe somebody will buy. You just have to pick up the phone, hit 10 numbers, and talk. None of that requires you brainwashing yourself to believing in yourself or having any confidence in that. Now, does it help to have belief? Of course it does. Is it required? No. Am I saying don't do affirmations? No, I'm not saying that. I love those. Am I saying, don't speak positively to yourself? No, believe me, it does help. But what I am saying is that it's not required for you to take action, because most people think I want confidence so that I can take action. And the fact that I'm not taking action right now is because I don't have confidence. And I want to unravel that and make you realize that's complete BS. Sure, having confidence will help you in taking action, but you don't have to have confidence to take any action now. But you do have to take action in order to start getting confidence. Think about that for a second. Do you know what helps you build more confidence more than anything else? That helps you believe in yourself more than anything else? Doing what you say you're going to do. Following through. And doing things that you didn't want to do. I don't want to do this. I'm going to do it anyways. It's not even about the end result, which is the crazy part. It's not about success or not success or getting what we want or not getting what we want. It's just showing up for yourself. Showing up for yourself is how you build confidence. There's always someone that's watching you. And it's you. I know you want to get the results, but the results don't matter. What matters is that you are showing up for yourself, that you're doing what you say you're going to do. If you show up for yourself and you do what you say you're going to do consistently over and over and over again over an extended period of time, you will develop confidence. If you get results that are better than you've ever achieved before in the past though too, then you'll definitely start believing in yourself more. And if you do it over and over and over again, your belief in yourself, your confidence will continue to rise. So how do you get results? Take action in the direction that you're trying to go. That's it. Let me give you an example. Let's say you want to lose weight. You don't have to believe in yourself in order to show up at the gym. You don't have to believe that you'll lose weight in order to do an intense workout. You don't have to believe that you'll lose weight in order to cut out your junk food. You don't have to believe in yourself or have confidence in yourself in order to consume more water. You don't have to believe that you're going to lose weight in order for you to get more rest. You don't have to believe in yourself to do any of that. But guess what? If you do all of those things over and over and over again for an extended period of time, guess what's going to happen? Eventually, you're going to jump on the scale and that chunky little butt of yours is going to be smaller, right? You're going to see a lower weight in a few weeks by just doing the things. It doesn't require any belief in yourself. It doesn't require any confidence, but you just have to do it. But if you do it and you start losing the weight, guess what you're going to start getting more of? Self-belief. And then it's like adding fuel to the fire, right? Do you think you're going to believe in yourself more and have more confidence in yourself when you see that lower weight and you see yourself showing up and you see yourself pushing yourself and you see yourself making the right decisions and not going for the old bad decisions you used to? Yes, because you are always watching yourself. That's what you've been trying to get. You know, another example, if you're a salesperson and you know your numbers, right? All salespeople should really know their numbers. And you know that X amount of calls will get you Y amount of people that pick up and Z amount of people that pick up will buy. It means that, okay, I do my numbers and I need to make 50 calls per day for the next year and I should make $100,000. You don't have to believe that you'll make $100,000 in your sales job to pick up the phone. You don't have to believe that you'll make $100,000 in your sales job to read the script. You don't have to believe that you'll make $100,000 for you to just read a piece of paper that teaches you how to overcome objections. You don't have to believe that you'll make $100,000 in order to do anything. But if your math is right, and as long as you take the right action and you say the right stuff and you make 50 calls every single day, you overcome objections and you follow up and do what you're supposed to, you will probably make more than $100,000. You didn't have to have any confidence for that. But will you get confidence from doing all of those things? Absolutely. You just had to take action. Most people have it backwards. They think I need to have confidence to take action, and that's not true. You need to take action to give yourself a chance at getting any confidence. You will become more confident when you take action. You will become more confident when you get results. Every time you start to get those results better and better than you've ever gotten, you'll start to believe in yourself more. If you want to write a book, you don't have to believe in yourself to write 500 words today. You don't have to believe in yourself in order to outline your plot. You don't have to believe in yourself in order to set a timer and write for 20 minutes. You don't have to believe in yourself in order to you don't have to believe anybody will ever read your book in order to edit the first draft, right? And so I just want you to understand, you just have to take the action. And when you take the right action, when you write the book, when you go to the gym and you start doing the things that you know that you need to do, you will start believing in yourself more. You will grow your confidence from doing the things you didn't want to do. When you look in the mirror and you start to visually see the weight off of your body, do you think you're going to start to believe in yourself just a little bit more? And week after week, and you look better and you feel better and you're showing up and you can see yourself showing up and you're talking positively to yourself and you're rewarding yourself by saying, I'm so proud of you, doing such a good job. You're doing such a good job. I'm so proud of you. And you're seeing lower weight, do you think you're going to start having more confidence? Yes, more and more and more. Not because you're trying to brainwash it into yourself, but because you are seeing yourself take the action. When you get your first sale, do you think you're going to believe in yourself more? Yeah. Your second sale, your third sale, your 40th sale, do you think you're going to believe in yourself more than your first sale? Absolutely. So what's the key takeaway here? You don't have to believe in yourself in order to take action. You just have to take the right action and the results will come. And when the results come, you'll start to believe in yourself more and more. And so confidence comes from action. Most people are like, I need to meditate confidence into myself. I need to read a book on confidence. I need to find some confidence guru to teach it to me. No, you need to get your ass up and do what needs to be done. And one day, you're going to wake up and realize that because of all of the action that you took over the past 6 months, or the past year, the past 2 years, you're going to wake up and be like, wait, I have way more confidence in myself than I ever have. Not because you waited to believe in yourself, but because you took action and you did what you needed to do. You did what you said you were going to do, and you also got some results. A confident person is not born confident. A confident person is built. For me, I was so unconfident as a human. I was so shy, never talked to anybody. I didn't know anything about public speaking. But then I was just forced to get into sales and to cold call people and to stand on stage and give speeches. And brick by brick by brick by brick by brick, all of those, I ended up building a wall of confidence. Anybody has this option to them. So if you want confidence, if you want to believe in yourself, get your ass off the couch, put your phone down, and take some action. And if you want to add fuel to that fire, take action and then get really good at positive self-talk. If you want to be a superhuman, get really good at taking action and get really good at talking to yourself better than anybody on this earth talks to you. Be your number one fan. And if you do that, then you'll have superhuman confidence. Hey, thanks so much for watching this video. Based off of what you have been watching recently, YouTube thinks this video right here is exactly what you need. And if you want to make sure to never miss another video, go ahead and click that button right there and subscribe to this channel.